Hi folks, today we're looking at Chilli Castro. I came across this video from Team Skeptic. Please go to his channel and let him know I sent you. In this video, we're going to see how Chilli and his futuristic idea for law enforcement will now change and bankrupt everybody. This video came from one of his live streams, so we're not going to do the entire video, just the segments of this. So, I'll chime in with my 2 cents throughout the video as always. So let's watch this video and enjoy.
Imagine a world that didn't have the terms law enforcer or police or cop. Imagine a world that the way you identified what authority was by what they were wearing on their head.
So you want to take away people who have training in law enforcement and instead have them be, what, fashion models with goofy goggles that will probably cost billions or thousands of dollars? I don't think so. I'll stick with what we have. It seems to be working.
And just imagine for just a moment, if you could just imagine that behind these lenses, there was cameras that went out in 6 different directions. And these goggles right here with these particular kind of glasses, that the new agency that's in authority, they don't wear a gun or a badge. They wear a headset like this one. But to get one like this that has cameras pointing in 6 different directions, that goes to both transparency and also goes to the Montesquieu for checks and balances, 2 different agencies see what I see at all.
Couple of things there, Chief. One, you want to take away badges and you want to take away guns. Okay, you take away the guns, I understand you're worried about safety. But yet, what's that going to do to stop a crazed individual or somebody who's intent to do harm to somebody else without their guns? Law enforcement can't stop them or deter them with the threat of the use of that gun. Secondly, the agencies you're speaking would need some form of people with authority to wear those. So without a badge, they don't have the authority. So anybody could just put them on. By your logic.
All times. My headphones are a beacon for drones in a decentralized, transparent, free country. Transparency. When this person comes...
So why would we need the drones? Are the drones going to be weaponized? Or are they just going to have cameras and audio? You see, you're not clarifying this. So now we're looking at drones, goggles, 6 different cameras, a headset that would have to have Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and radio transmitting abilities. We're already looking at a hefty budget.
On the scene, you realize everybody's watching. We get bonuses by not violating your rights because this goes to 2 different agencies at the same time. No need for a uniform, no need to scream and yell. I am transparency. The judge could be watching this. Who will be in charge of your sentence?
Okay, so now we're going to have round-the-clock judges sitting on the bench collecting paychecks. So, by that logic, it would be transparent to the judge who could oversee your sentence. So, what happens to the right to have counsel? That system you're imposing there, Chilli, would take away one of our fundamental rights in this country in our judicial process, which is the right to a fair trial. How would we have counsel if the judge is automatically seeing this? So they would pass sentence by seeing it. You're making no sense with this, bro.
A new day has dawned. We're looking at something that is possible now, that can be done now. What happens? You see 20 cops on the scene for someone who was jaywalking. You know what? I'm not going to say anything else until all the graphics are done. But I want you to think about a new reality that we could do now. All that equipment that they have, all that ridiculous Fallujah, it's not happening.
Chilli, have you been watching way too many movies? Because I'm going to have to point something out here. Every cop in America have to have utility belts. Those utility belts hold certain items, such as their firearm, clips for their firearm. They also have pepper spray, the baton, also known as an asp. They also have tasers, clips for their tasers. They also have gloves, first aid tourniquet kits. They also have a flashlight. They also have notepads and business cards. You see, they also wear a ballistics vest, which is to protect them in case they are shot at. And not all cops are dressed in paramilitary gear to go and enter a war zone. But it's sad to say that due to the black market allowing access to guns illegally to people who should not have them, it makes it dangerous for not only the police, but it makes it dangerous for every other civilian. So maybe the intimidation factor of all of that gear also helps deter that crime.
Someone shot a gun in Brooklyn, in New York, and oh my God, right? But even still, nobody with a machine gun helped. It's ridiculous. Transparency is the way. Transparency is the new future. And so, in the great state of Ohio, by 2026, this is what I'll implement as governor, where people see what's going on and we don't, I'm not going to say anything else. And then I will get out of this and I will talk about solving Ironton.
Okay, Chilli, let's discuss this idea of yours. You want to talk about transparency. I agree. Transparency is a good thing. I might not agree with you Froggers on everything, but the rights of free speech and transparency, that I do agree with. However, how you go about it is wrong. And to your goggles, 6 different cameras into the goggles, Bluetooth capabilities, instant wireless transmission, audio recording, drones. You're now factoring in costs. Those goggles would cost $10,000 at minimum. Then, to have a town, a small town, for example, with only 25 cops, you would have to order 25 pairs at $10,000 a pair, not counting the tax. That's over $200,000 worth of material. Then, the drones. We have to pay for those. And multiple drones, we're probably going to be looking at thousands of dollars again, probably tens of thousands. Not to mention the fact that they would have to be stored. With all that data, you would need almost a football stadium-sized building to hold all of the servers to hold that data. For a small town, you're already now looking at millions of dollars. So, now you take a metropolitan city such as New York and the 5 boroughs. All of them are going to need double or if not triple that. So, that would bankrupt every city in a state, especially the smaller towns. Because if you knew this, Ohio has a lot of small towns and townships. So, you would not only have to worry about the major cities and the minor cities, but every small town and village would also need to have those things. Because like you said, if you run for governor by 2026, every city in that state will have them. I don't think you've looked at this realistically. Also, the fact that you're trying to run for governor, you have no political affiliations, you have no political history. You don't know the job. You just want to do what sounds good for you. So, yeah, we're not going for that one.
Okay. So now, with that, what I want to say is I'll be laying out a full, complete version of the ins and outs of how the new system works. That's based 100% on transparency in a decentralized, transparent force that the video footage goes back to a centralized location, to several centralized, to a you want to have more than two hubs where they get all that data. You want to split that data between a few different hubs of the same organization for transparency. So that's what's going to be coming up. That'll be coming up in the next, by this weekend. I've met some people online. I'll give them a shout out.
I'm ending the video here. First off, I want to apologize for any audio issues with my last few videos. I'm having issues with my mic, so I'm going to have to be replacing it soon. Also, this Friday, tomorrow, we're having a live stream. It's nothing in particular. Just come by, blow off some steam, have a couple of laughs, and enjoy yourselves. I also want to thank everybody who's come to my live streams, and everyone who watches my videos on my channel. Well, I'll be linking my PayPal and Twitter to this. So if you guys ever want to send me videos or follow me for updates and when I'm going live and when I'm doing new videos, follow me on Twitter. The PayPal's for donations. You don't have to, but if you do, I greatly appreciate it because every little bit helps. I don't care if you give me 1 cent, $1, $10. I don't care whatever you give me. I thank you for just coming to my channel alone and watching my videos. So, with that being said, I hope you guys have a great day. Hope to see you tomorrow, and I'll see you next time.